Hello, good people of YouTube. It's Wednesday, December 17th, 2014, and I'm your host, Wolf Tiger, with another fine episode of The Things That Make You Go, the series that takes an editorial, and sometimes sarcastic, look at the realm of video games and technology. Well, Ubisoft fans, I have some good news and a whole lot of bad news. The good news is that as of yesterday, the Assassin's Creed Unity 4 patch has arrived. The bad news, however, is that it's only the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 version. The PC edition will be a few days out still. The even worse news is the patch is 6.7 gigabytes. That's right, almost 7 gigabytes of a patch just to get your game to run the way it should. Even worse news is that some Xbox One users have reported an even bigger bug that makes the download 40 gigabytes. That's right, a 40 gigabyte patch. Fortunately, Ubisoft has a solution to this big problem. That solution: uninstall your game, then patch up. That's right, uninstall your game, patch up, and everything will be peachy keen. Yeah, right. Well, let me get you more details on this story. From GameSpot.com, we see the following. The fourth patch for Assassin's Creed Unity, which was originally expected to launch Monday before being put on hold, arrived Tuesday. Ubisoft announced on the game's website that afternoon. We already know the patch, which aims to clear up most of the game's remaining issues, was a big one, but now we know just how big. Ubisoft explains that the patch is a whopping 6.7 gigabytes. It's that big in part because Ubisoft needed to fully replace parts of the Paris map that were facing frame rate issues. Part of the team's effort to enhance frame rate for players involves replacing and updating portions of the Paris city map where we were seeing issues, Ubisoft said. This explains the large file size of the title update, 6.7 gigabytes. However, since a large portion of the patch replaces existing files, the net increase of the game's overall size will be less than 6.7 gigabytes. So there you have it. Patch 4 is out if you have the console edition, and it supposedly fixes all the problems but brings up an even bigger one. Xbox One users just might have a 40 gigabyte download. That's pretty messed up. Ubisoft, what's going on here? You're supposed to be fixing the problems and actually releasing games that work. Unfortunately, we have none of that here with Unity. What we have here is a game broken at launch and still broken weeks after launch. What is going on here? And their solution is to lower the polygons on the Paris city map to get the thing working right. That tells me one thing. It obviously didn't work right at launch, and they knew there was issues. If you're gonna lower polygons, why didn't it get lowered before? Why did it come out messed up and as a slideshow? You obviously knew there was an issue with how smoothly the game ran. So why release it that way? Why didn't you lower the polygons and make these specifications the way they are now when the game launched? Ubisoft, what is going on here? I mean, seriously, it really does feel like you launched a beta here. A beta that's still being resolved even after patch 4. You might say I'm a bit annoyed here, because I am. It just feels so wrong for developers like Ubisoft to release games as betas and charge full price, especially on a major franchise. And you know, they obviously knew the game wouldn't run at the specifications they released it as. No, if anything, they wanted to impress the customers with pretty pictures and pretty videos, but not actually show you how it runs on your consoles or PCs. That's just dishonest. Sometimes I wonder what's going on here. I mean, here you have a game that didn't run right at launch. Just now, a couple weeks later, they give us a patch that actually makes the game run smoothly. And that solution to redo an entire city map and to now optimize the code. No, they couldn't possibly do this before launch to have the game actually run out of the box. That would be just asking too much. Ubisoft, you're not going to get any of my money anytime soon. Not unless we see some serious change in the right direction. Sorry about the rage issues in this video, but when it comes down to it, developers like Ubisoft, who do this thing numerous times, make my blood boil. It just pisses me off that they think they can get away with treating their customers this way. As always, we'll keep our eyes open and see what happens next. That's all for now. Peace out.